Welcome to In Your Area, a podcast about news stories from around the country that aren't getting the national attention they deserve. With your host, Adam Todd Brown.
Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome to In Your Area, a podcast.
Hi, everybody.
No,
I'm sorry.
Jeff,
That's
no.
my bad. Oh, whoa,
No.
whoa. I am so embarrassed.
You're embarrassing me, honestly.
I am embarrassing the network.
Yeah. You're embarrassing all of us. This is In Your Area, a podcast about local news from around the country that's not getting the national headlines it deserves.
I was under the assumption that this was a podcast about low-cal news. So all of my stuff is fitness and diet related that I brought to the table.
I mean, we could do like when someone releases 2 albums on the same day.
Yeah, or it's like a double album. Because if you look at the notes that I added, it's mostly about steamed vegetables and chicken breast.
Oh, good. Because that's what the next episode was going to be about anyway.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. Perfect. Sorry. Go on with your little introduction.
Yeah, we're cooking with Crisco now, but not really because it's a...
No. And no seed oils.
No. This is a low-cal podcast.
If you have a seed oils, I will fucking kill myself.
Yeah. Same. Or I'll kill you. Jeff, I mean. I'll kill Jeff if someone else has seed
We'll all
oils.
kill Jeff if we cook with seed oils.
Yeah. So, yeah, we talk about local news on this pod. Here's the thing. I think this is going to be the last episode of In Your Area. Doing too many fucking podcasts, man.
We want to get the fuck out of your area, folks.
Yeah. We're streamlining this goddamn operation.
We visited your area and we found it lacking.
Yeah. So that's why Jeff's here, because normally this would be the Monday show slot, I think.
I'm the Ted McGinley of podcasts, you know?
Yeah.
Put me on when you want to wean the viewer off of watching.
Is that what Ted McGinley does?
It's like putting a kid in a sitcom. You know, it's that death coffin. It's that death nail.
But is he the guy on Shrinking? Is that
Ted McGinley? Maybe.
Yeah. Fucking love
He's
that
great.
guy.
First off, Ted McGinley's awesome. And his play as Jefferson Darcy on Married with Children was incredible.
Yeah.
It's just that historically he was known as the sitcom killer.
His character on Shrinking is a delight. If you've never watched Shrinking, I highly recommend it if you like to cry. It's a comedy, but it's one of those heavy comedies.
Also Sports Night.
Shrinking on Apple TV. So should we just get right to the local news? We don't even we don't even have, I can't do any of the things that I normally like to do. Like, hit it, Brett. The hardest part of this show for me is the like where I get to cut you off. Because that's what you weren't saying anything. Spend all sorts of time. Yeah.
Because I didn't want to.
Room full of guests. So yeah, that felt.
No, that doesn't even.
Isn't it crazy how I just can stop playing like that? Like it doesn't even resonate.
Yeah, you did that thing with the.
Yeah. While I was playing the guitar, I did the thing and it just cut out. Very
His
impressive.
hands right over the strings to stop that sound.
Yeah.
No reverb.
Little dampener. What we call it in the biz. So we got some important fucking news to talk about. I know I said on a recent Monday show that it was wearing me and Jeff out talking about current events, but we got some hot button issues to discuss this week.
Some hot butts, we like to say.
We're going back on our word. We're getting heavy this week. First up, holy shit, the day has arrived, Jeff. Out of nowhere, as if by magic, Pizza Hut has decided to bring back sit-down Pizza Hut locations.
Now, this very much has pop-up energy, right? Because the way they're describing it, they're like giving it the sort of the aesthetic of the old times.
I get what you're saying, but I do think this is going to be a more permanent thing.
I do hope so, because the sit-down pizzeria is a valuable space that has sort of been disappearing.
I love a sit-down pizza place. Pizza, I mean, any food is better if you eat it immediately upon it being taken out of the oven and handed to you. And pizza, I feel like, is the best food that we almost never eat in the best way. Like pizza, you're always getting it delivered, or you're picking it up and taking it home. And like, man, when you sit down at a pizza restaurant, that's a different fucking thing.
You're also living in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. It's an experience.
You're with your Little League team. You're creating memories. What memories you creating sitting on the fucking couch eating pizza? Some, if you're having like a fun game night with your friends.
Yeah.
That would be great. That is a great memory. I'm happy for you.
It is. Yeah.
Do that at a restaurant.
The reason I think that this is going to be a permanent thing is if you look at the list of locations, there's 150 locations that have been announced where they're going to convert it back to a sit-down Pizza Hut with the old school red and white chandeliers above the tables.
Like the Tiffany lamps.
Yeah. The red roofs, all that shit.
That's a good piece of nostalgia to throw at people.
It's a good piece of nostalgia. And also, if you look at the list of locations, it's almost all really small towns. And what I think they're doing is copying the business model of a
dollar stores.
No, there's a pizza chain. I assume it's in more of the Midwest, but I only ever saw it in South Dakota. It's called Pizza Ranch.
It's crazy you brought up Pizza Ranch, by the way. I've never heard of them until I saw a random Instagram reel of a British guy leaving a voice message to one of his friends about being brought to a Pizza Ranch for the first time. And he's like, it sucks and it's amazing.
Both. Yeah.
He's like, it's the most amazing, terrible thing I've ever experienced.
Their whole business model is they set up shop in small ass towns that don't have a lot of restaurants. So like if you're on a road trip through South Dakota, I think Iowa has them.
Oh, sorry about your life.
And you're just driving through some tiny town. Wow. There you go. Pizza Ranch, just like an oasis out of nowhere. Now it sounds like that's going to be a sit-down Pizza Hut, and I'm not mad at that one bit. They're also apparently bringing back their original pan crust, which was a delight. And that fresh out of the oven, come on.
Here's the thing about Pizza Hut is I don't have too many vivid memories of Pizza Hut because our local chain, like the New England chain Papagino's, was really good and it was just more abundant. It was like much more there. So we never really went to Pizza Hut, but every time I did go to Pizza Hut, I always remember getting kind of sick. And I'm not sure what deal that is, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't happen. I mean, but you talk about getting sick from a lot of food. I think you got a history of bubble guts, man. But I'm not sure because also you can stomach Domino's. So
yeah, no, my stomach is not as sensitive as it is. I think I'm just like not great with digesting certain things. But also if you've only eaten Pizza Hut like 3 times and you got sick like 1 out of those times, like you're going to remember that.
We have in my hometown a chain called Avanti's, which is an Italian restaurant. They deliver until fucking 4 a.m.
Oh, hell yeah.
They have some of the most delightful dishes, but also their pizza sucks.
I've never loved pizza from a place where it's not their specialty.
I mean, this is an Italian place. It should be their specialty, but their pizza burger is so much better. And what the fuck is a pizza burger?
It sounds great.
It's delicious is what it is.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. If you imagine getting pizza at like an Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, I guess if you're going to an Italian restaurant, they're probably going to push you more towards a pasta, which is actually really funny to think about an Italian restaurant delivering up until, 3:45 in the morning. Cause like imagine getting like a fettuccine Alfredo at 3 a.m.
Well, in Illinois, bars are open till 4 a.m. So you can get food delivered till 4 a.m. There would be a lot of restaurants that would stay open until like 5 or 6 a.m. specifically for that reason. So yeah, the specialty at Avanti's is their Italian sandwich. It's called a gondola, and their bread, I can't even describe it. It's unreal. It's fucking unreal.
It's fake bread.
That is a staple in Peoria. Like if you have a school event where they need to cater a bunch of food, it's just going to be trays of gondola sandwiches as far as the eye can see.
Trays of a gondola sandwich.
Yeah, I could probably put away a tray still to this day. So yeah, sit down Pizza Huts. There are none planned in California, unfortunately, but let me get on a road trip and see one of these fucking things. I'm pulling over, we're sitting, we're eating some pizza.
Quick, everyone, leave a comment about how all you want to do is read a book and then get free a pan pizza about it and how that was peak living.
I mean, the Book It program was cool.
I see that as one of those meme jokes. Probably 4 times a day where that like, I just want to be left alone, read my book and get a free personal pan pizza about it. And I'm like, oh, yay. And then they're like, and then I want to go to Blockbuster, a place I'm misremembering because of nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah. Blockbuster wasn't anything great.
Blockbuster was the worst video rental store.
Yeah. Yeah. It sure was.
And get one of them lamps, though. I think those lamps are actually valuable, by the way.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
Those like Pizza Hut lamps. These repros are going to really bring the value down.
Yeah. Now there's going to be knockoffs on the market.
You know what I want to get is some of them Bugaboo Creek animals.
Excuse me?
Remember Bugaboo Creek?
Nope. What is that?
Bugaboo Creek was a steakhouse that had a little bit of the Rainforest Cafe coming through. It was like a Canadian Rainforest Cafe. So it would have all these like animals, but then like a big moose on the wall would like look down and be like, "What you eating?"
I don't like that.
It was fucking awesome. Also, Bugaboo Creek had a barbecue meatloaf that was one of the tastiest things I've ever had in a restaurant.
Man, I fuck with a meatloaf.
It was a barbecue meatloaf, and on top of it, they melted like, I think it was like shredded cheddar, and then they topped it with onion straws and barbecue sauce.
That sounds all right.
Like, think about that. That's insane.
Yeah. Fucking love a meatloaf, man.
I had that meatloaf sandwich.
Yeah.
I love a meatloaf. A meatloaf sandwich with a fried egg on top.
I just like meatloaf. Let's do a podcast about meatloaf, but not
the guy that told me to go fuck myself.
Yeah, I was going to say not the singer. That guy sucks.
He talked shit to my face and then died about it.
But on the bright side, his music sucked too.
I love that right after he said all that, my friend was like, sent me a text that was like, "Hey, I saw you're hosting for Meatloaf." Me and my wife really love him, and there's like a whole thing, like an inside thing. Do you think there's any way you could get something signed? I was like, I'll try, but I don't think he's going to particularly shine to me.
Yeah.
He just told me to go fuck myself.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that guy was a dick. All right, this next story. I reckon this is local news, seeing as how it happened right here in the state of Kings, California. We call it the state of Kings, right? Yeah, we do, because me and Jeff live here. A Victor Wembanyama rookie card just sold at auction for $5.11 million. It's a new record for a non-autograph card.
And Adam, it's staying in my PC.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't sell this. I mean, you paid so much for it. Why would you try and flip it?
Do you ever, when you think about like card collecting, which is a thing that we both kind of do. And I've brought up Diana's very real thing when I showed her the card. And I was like, it's worth $600. And she's like, oh, you're selling it for $600? And I'm like, well,
yeah.
And then she's like, so it's not worth anything. I'm like, well, and she's like, but if you never sell it, it has no action, like that kind of thing. But do you ever think about like the end game of a collectible like this, of like, is it worth $5 million to have this one card, this cardboard rectangle of a guy who's in his third year playing? Like, do you want to hold on to that for the rest of your life and look at it? Or is this I'm buying this as an investment to flip later?
I mean, for me, almost every card I buy, I'm looking to sell this later. Yeah. So I don't know. What would you do if you pulled this card? Would you not sell it?
I'd sell the shit out of this card.
I wouldn't even get it graded. I would just.
You have to.
Fucking sell. You have to?
The auction houses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
If you want to auction this off, they literally send it. It's prioritized.
Yeah.
And so they eat so it's like Golden or Heritage or whoever, like they force a grade.
Yeah, that makes sense. This was a Panini Prism number 136, black parallel 1 of 1. So it's going to be a cool card because the Spurs uniform is black and silver.
Call that a color match.
Yeah, color match, jersey match. So that's nice. It's a 1 of 1. This is one of his more desirable rookie cards all around. I know it's number 136. I have the number memorized. I bought the base version of this graded at an SGC 10 for $70 like 2 months ago. And they're selling for like $300 now.
Can I have one for free?
I could actually give you a Wembanyama. Not that one, but I have some.
I have a bunch of his Allen and Ginter cards. His rookie that was on Allen and Ginter.
Get them graded. I mean, those sell.
Not now. I don't have $1,000 to grade the cards.
Yeah, we need to talk about PSA more in depth at some point. But they come up in this. So this card, it graded a PSA 10. The previous Wembanyama record for a rookie card, $860,000. That was a PSA 9, but it was also a 1 of 1. This sale, $5.11 million, is a record for any non-autograph NBA card, fourth highest for any NBA card ever. But there's some controversy. It was graded a PSA 10. This card was pulled by a collector named Cavell McDonald from a pack he purchased at NorCal Sports Cards in Roseville, California.
Shout out, you ever been?
I have not,
No,
but
I don't know where it is. Sounds like a place where there'd be a lot of lizards.
yeah, probably. This is the dream, though. If you buy packs of cards, what happened here is this is winning the lottery, essentially.
It's exactly winning the lottery.
Because he would have paid, this is a 2023-2024 Panini Prism NBA pack. Even with the chance of pulling a Wemby rookie, you're not thinking, well, I'm going to pull a $5.11 million Wemby rookie. So that pack on the high end is going to cost you like $100 maybe.
Which also, for those of you that are looking to get into the hobby, do not buy loose hobby packs at stores.
No.
They are most likely weighed. A lot of times what they'll do is they'll open boxes, and once they get the big hit of the box, then they put the rest of the packs out. Card shop owners aren't in this to lose money. And also, like, more than half of them are Trumpy. You cannot expect them to be ethical.
I don't love what sports card collecting is becoming, especially from the PSA side of things.
The insider trading company, PSA.
Yeah. I used to be able to get cards graded by PSA. They would run specials, so it would be anywhere from like $13 to $18 per card. The cheapest you can get a card graded by PSA right now is $79.99. That's fucking insane.
No thanks.
Yeah, no thanks. So this guy pulls this card from a pack from NorCal Sports Cards. He and the store owner, Thomas Lindenthal, posted a video of them getting the card graded in 2024.
Oh, so they got it graded, not the auction house.
That's not definitely the case. They might have brought the auction house in at that point.
Yeah, I don't know enough. You're right.
And maybe they were filming. That's the other thing with getting cards graded. How much you pay to get it graded is based on the value of the card after it's graded. So a card that people think is going to sell for $1 million plus, it's going to cost you a lot to get that graded. So yeah, they probably had the auction house, but they do a video of them getting the card graded. And after learning the grade, Linderthal, the store owner, gave a huge shout out to Kurt's Card Care.
#1 in card restoration in America.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of them.
It's a name I've heard 1,000,000 times.
And he added that their product is phenomenal. And according to Kurt's website, they sell 100% handmade cleaning sprays and polishes free of artificial colors and scents, perfect for cleaning and restoring your card collection. Except PSA's website says in their grading policy that they will not grade cards that bear evidence of trimming, recoloring, restoration, or any other forms of tampering. And it lists evidence of cleaning as being a thing that would prompt them to return a card ungraded.
Well, they have to find the evidence. There was no evidence other than them after the fact saying, hey, they did a great fucking job. But like, you can't have that back. You can't take it back. If there was no evidence of them cleaning the card, it was probably a 10 anyway.
Yeah, I also wonder how much cleaning a pack fresh card would have needed in the first place.
Yeah.
I could see if it had surface damage and they somehow fixed that surface damage, that's different. But yeah, this card wouldn't have needed that much cleaning, I wouldn't think.
And you can get a kit for $50.
That's not bad.
You're not bad.
I am. I'm very bad.
Let's repair some cards.
I'm good at getting cards graded, though.
Yeah.
Very good at that. At least I used to be back when that was a thing that was affordable. So when he made this shout out in the video, that prompted people in the comments to be like, hey, that card should have been returned as altered.
Shut the fuck.
Yeah, to which literally everyone else was like, but hey, it wasn't. So here we are.
Shut the fuck up. It's a good reminder that internet comments aren't real, don't matter, and the people don't exist. So
the outlet that covered this reached out to the buyer of the card, the one who paid the $5 million, and asked if he was aware of all this. And he was like, no, but I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, because I mean, once it's a 10, PSA isn't going to fucking go back and be like, oops, we were wrong. That's not going to happen.
Sorry, we would have graded it a 9 and then offer to buy it and then regrade it as a 10.
Yeah, it's also a 1 of 1, so it sort of doesn't matter what it grades at.
Yeah. Most people would say, why would you fucking grade a 1 of 1? You just authenticate it.
Because you have to get it sold at auction.
Which is stupid. Like doesn't the auction houses just have it be authenticated? It's a 1 of 1. Put it in the slab to protect it, not to fucking prove how good this one of a kind card is. Doesn't fucking matter.
You already have the best version of it, no matter what. It could be a PSA 4. And it's a 1 of 1. It's the best one.
You set the rules, bruv.
Right?
Yes.
So there it is, people. If you're looking for a good way to make some fast cash, start buying packs of sports cards.
That's the best way. It's a great way to improve your life. That's for sure.
Things will start looking up if you start really burning through cash on sports cards. Maybe you'll pull the next 1 of 1 Wemby Black Prism card. Or wait, no, you can't. There's only one.
You can always get into that or scratch tickets.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever go to a sports card store and people are opening the cards in the store?
Yeah.
Or they're opening, or you see them opening the packs in the car, like a car rip, and you're like, oh, like scratch tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what they're hoping.
Yeah. I got this Otani auto.
Yeah. Can I sell it to you right now so I can go buy meth? Hey, next story. I think if there's one thing we can all agree on in this crazy world, it's that we don't have enough shit to worry about.
I'm a targeted demographic as a white man.
Correct.
Like, so I do have a lot to worry about. I have to worry about bringing my gun into Applebee's.
Sure.
That's why I always have to sit down facing the door to protect my wife from the guns that are coming into Applebee's. I have to look out for immigrants I've never met.
Right. Trans people.
Oh my God. I have to protect my fake daughter from a trans woman trying to exist near her.
Yeah.
In a restroom.
What if she comes in 6th in a swimming competition when she could have come in 5th?
College swimming is a huge thing that I care deeply about.
Yeah. Women's sports in general.
I love it. I can name all of the sports that women can do.
Yep.
That's very important. Taxes. There are things I don't care about as a white man over 40, like a cabal of billionaire pedophiles.
Right.
I don't care about it. As a matter of fact, I vote for them.
Sure.
And for the people that protect them.
Well, they're going to run this country like a business.
Yeah. If you vote for Spencer Pratt and you're in California, you're a fucking idiot, by the way. You're the dumbest fuck I've ever met.
Yeah, I voted yesterday. Oof, let's see how it goes. All right, so let this next story give everyone something extra to worry about. Because a woman in South Carolina has unlocked a new reason to worry that you might die. May 23rd, Driftwood Grill in Summerton, North Carolina. I bet they have a banging burger, this place.
This sounds like the fakest place I've ever heard of. Driftwood Grill in Summerton, North Carolina. This is 100% a place that's in a CW show about living on like the Outer Banks or whatever in North Carolina.
But a horror show.
Yeah, this is a show called like OBX, and it's like a teen drama or something like that. And it's like, oh, this is Chelsea. She works at the Driftwood Grill in Summerton. Get the fuck out of here. That's not a real place.
This does seem like a young adult television show kind of way to die.
This is a CW story.
Here's what happened. First responders were called to the restaurant around 7:40 p.m. for a reported laceration. When they arrived, they found a woman unresponsive with wounds to her head and neck and were unable to revive her. Turns out the woman and her husband were dining on the patio of the restaurant when a sudden gust of wind lifted an umbrella from a nearby table into the air, which then hit the woman in the head, killing her. This restaurant's going to get sued, right?
Yes, but there's kind of got to be an asterisk there of like, was it actually a protected, it was actually, and like the wind was just a wind gust that had never hit like that? Like, because yeah, probably, but like, especially if it was just loose, in the table.
Yeah, I'm not saying morally that they should be sued, but they're going to get sued.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would think so.
And yeah, I've put these table umbrellas in place, not to brag, but I've had a patio with a table on it before. And there's a little thing you screw in at the bottom. Yeah, you put it in the little weighted base, but you have to screw a thing in to like tighten it into that base. Did they not do that? Because if they didn't, that's a problem. That's a big problem.
Yeah, that is I bet it was the girl. It was Chelsea that works there.
Yeah, she was distracted. She's been taking speed. But I guess if they did do all that and it just failed, then you just sue the people that made the umbrella, you know?
I would sue God.
Smart.
That's a fucked up way to die. This is hard because, like, we are, for lack of a better term, a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
And this is a tragedy. And we are so sorry if you are connected to this or know anybody that. But it's like, I don't know, if you get hit by a flying umbrella, like, it's hard not to make a joke about that.
It's a hard one to not at least talk about.
You
know?
don't want to make like a Mary Droppins reference or something like that. Like, like that's the thing. It's like, oh, another victim of the penguin. Like, you can't make that joke, but you want to.
You want to.
But then you're like, that's super insensitive about a woman who fucking died earlier this week.
Yeah.
Like, that's awful. And our thoughts go with her and her family. And also, I am vibrating, trying not to make jokes about this.
All right. Well, maybe this next story will bring the room up.
It will.
It will. Because reminder, guns don't kill people, but dogs with guns will definitely try to kill people.
Good puppies.
History has told us that those good puppies like to shoot. And why not? A Nebraska woman learned that the hard way recently.
Boy, is that a sentence that hasn't been said for the first time on this podcast.
Police responded to a report of gunfire at a gas station called Shortstop in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Ever been?
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. The caller initially said that a BB gun was fired, but when police arrived, they found that it was actually a shotgun that was fired.
Which shoots a bunch of BBs.
Correct. And that shotgun was fired by a dog. The coolest dog in all of Nebraska.
A dog that was smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, wearing sunglasses.
Good puppy.
This one was shot by Spuds McKenzie. He's down on his luck. Can't believe he's lived this long, honestly.
But Spuds McKenzie was a girl, right?
I think so.
Wasn't that like a girl dog? So they couldn't have his big old hog sitting out there? Like how Flipper was a girl?
A girl named, I believe, Evil Eye Honeypot was Spuds McKenzie's real name. I know it was Evil Eye something.
That's the Cotton Eye Joe that I want. That's the song. Got caught with the evil eye, honeypot, I've been Cameron.
Well, now I have to look it up. Is that Spuds McKenzie's real name? Did I just remember that? Honey Tree Evil Eye is Spuds McKenzie's real name.
Honey Tree Evil Eye is a good name. And the fact that Spuds McKenzie somehow trumps it is wild.
Yeah. Honey Tree Evil Eye. That doesn't roll off the tongue. What are you calling the dog?
Honey Tree Evil Eye Cherry.
So this cool ass dog, if you can't run with the big dogs, get shot, motherfucker. Police also found a truck that appeared to have sustained shotgun damage to the passenger side door. The action unfolded when a person in a truck pulled into the parking lot. And honestly, I think this article we linked to is one of those AI written articles, because what exactly happened is highly unclear. And if you don't believe me, I'll just read the following passage verbatim. The bizarre shooting unfolded as the truck driver pulled into the parking space. The passenger was standing near the front door on his side when a dog in the back seat moved from one side of the vehicle to the other. Its movement triggered a shotgun with a live shell in the chamber to discharge. Okay, so what does that sound like? To me, it sounds like there were two people in the truck, the driver and the passenger, and maybe the passenger is the one who got shot, and also he was standing on his side somehow?
It's very unclear.
It's super unclear.
It's vague in a way that makes me think if a person wrote this, they would have known that this is vague and unclear.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's not what happened, because this confusing quote goes on. It struck the passenger side of the car and a pellet hit a woman in the upper arm, the police said. She was stopped at the traffic light with her right arm dangling out of the car's open window. What traffic light? You can't just say the traffic light if it's the first time you've mentioned.
Yeah, there might be an error that it was supposed to be maybe a traffic light. But that's a stretch, like that's not it's not an impossibility. But also, I don't know if you guys know this, but reporting is going extinct because it's easier to just do nothing of value or substance whatsoever.
Yeah, AI is really making entertainment bad.
Did you know, apparently there's this thing on Book Talk, like, TikTok, like the book section where people talk about like, I read 80 books a year. And then they find out they just read dialogue.
What? What does that mean?
People were like, that's a perfectly viable way. And everyone's like, no, it's not.
So you're just reading the dialogue in a book?
Yeah.
What if there isn't any? What if it's so you're reading strictly fiction, I guess? What is happening?
It's one of those situations where people will make an excuse, and if you call them out for an excuse, they will explain to you why you're wrong.
Yeah, that's because AI told them they're right, Jeff.
Yeah, ChatGPT is like, actually, yeah, you're not. Yeah, that's ChatGPT's whole thing is be like, you've made a good point.
Yep, really bad.
Stop
times.
using it, you fucking idiots. You don't need it unless you want to get fucking stupid.
So I did find a People magazine article that clarifies a little bit what happened. The truck driver wasn't in or near the car at the time.
Because he'd been chased off by the dog with the gun.
He had gone inside the store and left his dog and his loaded shotgun both in the back of the truck, as one does.
No, I would bring both into the car.
Oh, smart. Yeah.
Into the store.
And then, you know what I would do? I would rob the store using the dog. Get him, puppy. Give me that money.
The dog knows how to shoot a gun, that's for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah. So the dog triggered the shotgun, which shot into the passenger side door of the truck the dog was in. And a pellet from that shotgun blast ricocheted and hit a woman stopped at a red light. Can you imagine your fucking luck? She is sitting at a red light. It said in the article she just had her arm dangling out the fucking window, and a dog fires a shotgun and you get it from however many feet away.
I did a cursory search, and it kind of seems like people get shot by dogs twice a year.
Yeah.
On average, which is cool.
In the People magazine article, they have a couple recent incidents where dogs, you're right, have shot people. It's good puppies. Are cats shooting people?
They don't care. Cats aren't shooting anybody. They don't give a shit.
I just Googled cat. Oh, cat shoots owner with 9mm handgun, 2005.
It's a good kitty.
Thank you very much, Fox News.
I bet the cat was playing with it like a little toy.
Batting it around.
Batting it around, yeah.
Get a little bat and it just shoot your owner in the ankle or some shit.
Imagine you see the cat like playing with it and you're like, Patches, no. Fucking blasts you with.
Oh, good kitty. Yeah, it happened in 2011 also. A cat shot.
So it's less frequent than a dog because cats use their hands.
Yeah, cats are chill.
Yeah.
Dogs are so fucking excitable. One of the incidents of a dog shooting its owner, the owner was cleaning a gun, but also it was still loaded, which I don't think that's how that's supposed to work.
This is what was supposed to happen.
Yeah. And he set the gun on the bed as gun safety dictates. And
pointed right at his dick.
Yeah. And the dog jumped on the bed and triggered the shotgun and shot the guy.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's very funny.
That's actually funny.
Yeah, this is kind of funny. The woman just got hit in the arm.
Very funny. You got a pellet in the arm? That's cool. Sorry you can't be a shoulder model anymore, but you're actually going to be pulling a huge fucking payday from this. And you got a cool story out of it.
Yeah. Tell that story at a bar. Show your fucking scar.
Because you're out with the boys.
Goddamn right.
This lady going out with the boys after getting shot. This would be my story forever.
Yeah. Yeah. I would always tell that story.
That's, imagine you're at a party. Hey, Jeff. Tell the story about how you got shot by a dog. I'd be like, all right, I'd be like, some beautiful embellishments.
Let's go.
Oh, it's like I know a guy who found a homeless guy broke into his car and then died. Did I tell you this story?
I don't know.
One of the guys that works at Blast from the Past, a homeless guy broke into his car and then died in the middle of the night. And he woke up to a dead guy just in his car. And he called the police and everything. And they came and he's like, blah, 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 blah. And then he's just like, so I can go now, right? The police were like, no. A man died in your property. We don't know if you killed this man. You wouldn't be the first person to kill a homeless person. American Psycho has a whole thing about it.
So let that be a lesson. Next time, if it happens to you, don't call the police. Just dump him out of your car.
I'm just sitting there just being like, I would do anything to have this be my story. I'm so jealous of that story.
It's quite a story.
I mean, the guy was clearly, it's like Scrooge. The guy was dying that night. The end. No matter where he was, it was his time.
Sure. Might as well happen in your car.
Why not me, Adam?
Your haunted car.
I'd get an album out of that.
Maybe. All right. This next story out of New Mexico. Only the most normal shit happens in New Mexico. This is one of those stories that people will chuckle at because, of course, shit like this never happens. When you add in the fact that it's published on the New York Post, which is the California Post here, there's no chance anyone's going to take this seriously. I do, though. A journalist in New Mexico who reported extensively about Jeffrey Epstein's Zorro Ranch in that state, says she is leaving the United States after suffering direct energy weapon attacks over her reporting. Elisa Valdez Rodriguez, she is a former Boston Globe and LA Times reporter and best-selling novelist. So clearly she's a crazy lady. She abruptly left her New Mexico home after suffering what she described as symptoms consistent with Havana syndrome. Here's a quote. "It appears my home has been located by, well, whomever is unhappy about my reporting about Zorro Ranch and the local cover-up here and the military intelligence roots of the child sex trafficking operation Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell were running here in New Mexico. This morning, I was hit in my home office by 2 episodes of what I later learned were likely directed energy weapon attacks. We wasted no time in leaving the house for good." End quote.
I mean, let's hope she doesn't tell anybody what plane she's getting on.
Yeah. I mean, this is the kind, I mean, I know shit like this sounds crazy, but these devices exist.
We know these devices.
We absolutely know. I linked to a Wikipedia page about one of the most well-known versions of this device.
This is also like one of those things where you're like, oh, wow, all these whistleblowers who want to change the world sort of become suicidal very quickly. Fucking believe that? You fucking believe that?
Yeah. There was just an OpenAI guy like a year ago that was a whistleblower, did a New York Times interview, and then just conveniently committed suicide in his apartment mid-delivery meal, you know, as one does.
Sometimes you get a bad meal and that's the last straw.
Yeah. That's all. You can't.
Didn't Sam Altman just like flee to Argentina?
I hope so. Who
you know,
knows?
the official place of innocent people traveling to relocate.
Yeah. So this is a thing that seems like it wouldn't happen, but we know the active denial system exists. That is literally a directed energy weapon. When I did a conspiracy episode a few weeks ago about the theory that Trump is faking all of these assassination attempts, which I don't fucking believe that. People try to assassinate the president all the time. The difference between Trump and other presidents is he's dumb enough to publicize it, which just encourages more people to do it. But when we did that episode, one of the things I brought up, there was a plot against Obama that the FBI broke up where a guy had built a directed energy weapon capable of killing a person silently from a significant distance. And the FBI ends up arresting the guy, and it says, don't worry, they disabled that device for public safety. And it's like, yeah, I bet you disabled it long enough to get it back to the lab and make 1,000 more.
Yeah. Let's fix it. Let's really make it a little bit more efficient.
And even Havana syndrome, all the government ever really said is that, no, it doesn't look like a foreign government is doing this. They never said we're not.
Yeah, winky, winky.
And if you're wondering if the CIA would do that to their own people, there is decades and decades of government documents about the CIA doing heinous shit to their own people, to American people. So yeah, I feel like the CIA would test a direct energy weapon on their own employees. Her suspicion is that this would be like a military contractor.
BlackRock shit.
Yeah, acting on behalf of a private entity.
But what private entity would be in the Epstein files that would also have money to afford something like this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, all of them.
All of them. Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. It's like that thing they say about Russia where they're like, Putin kills journalists. Sure. But also oligarchs kill journalists. Putin's not killing all of those journalists. Yeah. Some of them are reporting on other rich people in Russia and getting fucking assassinated by those people.
Yeah. Don't give all the credit. It's stolen valor. Giving away all that credit. That's like Matt Lieb has that great joke about how upset bin Laden must have been about the Jews did 9/11 conspiracy theory.
Oh, yeah.
And about how because apparently he had Googled that conspiracy theory. They found that in his Google search. And it's just like, yeah, imagine you're Osama bin Laden and the Jews are getting credit for your hard work.
All right. Last story. This is a upbeat one. Probably bad news for real estate prices.
This also is the least news you've ever had on a news story because it's like, yeah, obviously, yes.
I would hope people know this. A new study published in the scientific journal Nature Sustainability predicts that eventually the entire city of New Orleans will be swallowed by the sea.
Yep.
So get there while you can. I've never been. You ever been to New Orleans?
No, I feel like it's the equivalent, like the equivalent of going to like a cultural county fair.
How so?
Like that there's more culture to it, but like you're essentially eating like county fair food everywhere you go. Like really rich, high flavor, terrible for you food.
Probably,
And,
yeah. It's vacation, man. You're supposed
and
to.
drinking, walking around with like a weird drink in your hand. Like it's just that's the energy I get from it. Maybe that's because I just went to a county fair and I have that on the brain. But New Orleans seems like a big party city, and I'm not a big partier.
Yeah.
But also, every time I think about eating a beignet, for some reason, my brain immediately goes to the fact that I would most likely accidentally inhale all that powdered sugar on the attempt at the first bite and choke in public.
Yeah. I've never had a full-size beignet, but I had, when I was in Seattle, a bag of mini beignets, and
Beignet bites.
Holy shit, they were tasty.
So there's a reason that shit tastes good, you know? Like, it's fucking delicious. Which, you know, like, our reaction to flavor, by the way, is based entirely on the fact that your body is very happy that you're adding fat to it. Because it's like, oh, we can survive until the next hunt. This is a really good thing we're doing. I always find that really interesting.
So the study was authored in part by New Orleans resident Torbjorn Tornqvist, which you think New Orleans, that's a quintessential New Orleans name.
Boy, that seems like, I know that that's clearly a Scandinavian name, but I'm like, a resident there, Torbjorn Tornqvist.
Yeah, we don't know how long he's lived there. Maybe he was born. He might talk that way. He does say on the bright side, this won't happen overnight, probably. He says by the end of this
century. It did in 2004.
Yeah, that's the thing. It feels like it could. He says that by the end of this century, New Orleans will likely resemble something like Venice, the Italy one, not the California one.
Oh, smell like piss in a different.
Yeah. Less people working out on the beach. He also added this, though, but by the end of the following century, I don't think New Orleans is going to exist anymore as we know it. So on the bright side, we don't have to worry about this. We're going to be dead well before it happens, which makes this a non-issue.
I'll be fine. I'm built different.
Maybe. Did you see the conversation Chinese president and Putin were caught having on an open microphone? Where
no, they were at an open mic.
They were talking about how through organ transplants and things of the like, people can live to be like into their 150s, 160s. Like Xi Jinping was like, yeah, I've heard like nowadays when you're in your 70s, you're basically still a baby. And it's like, what do you motherfuckers know that the rest of us don't?
There's been an article going around a lot lately about how they've found that you can like basically double your cat's life. And everyone's like, this is real. Oh my God. And I'm like, this seems like a fucking monkey's paw scenario. Like what are those last 15 years going to be like for that fucking cat? It's going to be spry. You're just going to be dragging her.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what you're doing to.
I was like, we need more clarification before we say this is great.
Yeah, if it's like a Black Mirror thing where you're plugging a fucking chip into it to keep it alive another 15 years, that's going to be weird. But if it's just like, give it better food, make it exercise. Because cats are notoriously, like, you got to force those motherfuckers to work out. They will just chill all the time if you let them.
Yeah, you give them something to hunt, you know?
Yeah. But
that's why I always teach my cats to attack people that come into the house.
Most people don't do that. And also, cats are terrible about drinking water. So they get kidney issues. My cat fucking loves water. It's crazy. Yeah. She loves water the way I drink water.
She has her own little glass.
Yeah, it's cute.
Little water stein.
So yeah, New Orleans, it's disappearing. City's mostly below sea level. It's protected by levees that famously work great. The study also predicted that about 75% of the city's coastal wetlands will disappear by 2070.
More like wetter lands.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
Because the lands are wet.
What? No, I don't.
The lands are wetter.
Agree to disagree. And that the shoreline will migrate as much as 62 miles inland. That would make the capital of Baton Rouge a coastal city, which
good.
That's wild.
Shout out to Red Stick.
Yeah. The study's authors also said there are several cities in the U.S. that are facing similar threats in the future, but that New Orleans will probably get it first. I'm assuming we're fine in California.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm way, way, way far from the ocean. You would have to stand on my roof, I think, to see the ocean. So
I'm fine in the valley.
Yeah. I mean, you would be. But I have no doubt the part of LA I live in could absolutely get swallowed by the ocean at some point.
Yeah, Venice, California, probably going to deal with some shit.
Santa Monica, I could see.
I'm fine with that now.
I don't know. I like Santa Monica. I loved living there.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what cities would I feel bad about going underwater?
Oh, Omaha.
Boston, maybe.
It would be weird if it happened to Omaha because that's not going to be fucking the ocean.
Oh my God. Boise has really taken a hit from the ocean. Yeah.
It's going to be rain.
Yeah. Oh, well. But this is also like, it's like, yeah, the ocean will eventually swallow New Orleans. It's like, yeah. You could have asked me that 25 years ago when I would have been like, yeah, oh, totally.
Yeah, I think the ocean's going to swallow a lot of us.
We're just in a magic spot of a giant geological experiment, like, or experience, really. Like, we are a flash in the pan of existence.
We sure are.
We have sped up that flash to be even shorter.
No, come on. We're doing great. So I think that's our episode, right? We did it.
Yeah. Fucking, if you live in New Orleans, get out of here within the next 200 years.
Yeah, clock's ticking. Fucking.
I'm going to see all them New Orleans parades on little cigarette boats, though.
Start planning now.
Little full brass band sitting on top of a fucking dinghy.
So, say goodbye to In Your Area. I think this is the last episode of In Your Area.
Bye, In Your Area.
We'll still be doing the other pods. Thinking I might reboot the Unpopular Opinion podcast in some way. So be on the lookout for that.
Line in the stream.
Yeah. So I don't have anything to plug. Jeff, what do you want to plug, bitch?
I don't know, man. I do a whole lot of stuff, and some of you already listened to it, and some of you never will. So come check those out.
Check it out. And hey, I think that's it. Let's get the fuck out of here. Jeff, say goodbye.
You get the New Orleans Saints last season card or whatever. I don't know.
I'd take one. Goodbye, everybody. We love you.
Jim Mint drown.